Let's now shift our attention to China. The bad news keeps piling on. Yesterday on the show, we told you how workers were jumping fences to leave the iPhone city. There is another kind of exodus that's underway in China at the moment. The super rich want to leave the country. Fresh reports have emerged. Several of China's wealthy have activated their escape plans. They are worried about two things: high taxes and personal safety. So the rich are seeking overseas residencies. They want to leave China with their wealth, and the reason for that is Xi Jinping. Last week, he consolidated his power by rewarding himself a term extension. He reshuffled China's leadership team and installed loyalists on all key positions. These developments were bad news for the rich because Xi Jinping virtually faces no opposition. He's unlikely to be challenged. Listen in.
He has achieved his goals in terms of power consolidation. There is no question about it. The leadership is, as I said earlier, more monochrome. But the problem is that with a bunch of yes men, there are much less checks and balances.
Xi Jinping's policies will remain intact. In fact, the Chinese president could double down. Since last year, he has pushed for what he calls common prosperity. The objective of this is to redistribute China's wealth for the rich. That is bad news, because they are worried about losing their fortunes. Add to that the worsening credit crisis. Companies are defaulting on their debt, especially in the real estate sector. The Chinese government is reluctant to help distressed firms. Prominent chief executives have been forced to step down. Two of them, Wu Yajun and Pan Shiyi, have resigned in recent months. A similar trend was seen in the tech sector too. Richard Liu of JD.com, Zhang Yiming of ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, Su Hua of Kuaishou, and Jack Ma of the Ant Group, they all left their positions. Their exit happened after the Chinese state began a crackdown to rein in big tech. China's Common Prosperity campaign led to serious losses. Just look at some of the recent headlines. This happened last week. China's richest people lost about 13 billion in just one day. How did that happen? Well, their wealth declined due to a massive sell-off within the Chinese stock markets. People dumped the shares of several Chinese companies. The uncertain economic climate has triggered an exodus. The numbers are serious. I have a report now from July. There are 10,000 Chinese citizens who want to leave. 10,000. They are high net worth individuals, and they want to leave with their money. How much are we talking about? At least $48 billion. This will be the second largest wealth outflow for any country. Russia's #1 on this list, and now China will come second. But the question is, will Beijing allow such a mass exodus? Certainly not. So the Communist Party is making it harder for them to leave. It is deploying multiple tactics. One of them is issuing less passports. Last year, China issued 630,000 of them, just 630,000, for a country of over 1.4 billion people. Beijing tightened the criteria to secure a passport. Applicants now have to show an urgent need to travel, like a job offer or a place at a foreign university. Those are the kind of situations where it might be easier to get a Chinese passport. A 27-year-old resident of Shanghai tried to renew her passport back in June. Why did she need one? Well, she wants to travel, but her application was rejected. And what reason did the Chinese authorities give her? She was told that China has a new policy. It says that people should avoid going abroad unnecessarily. What about those who already have passports? Well, Chinese immigration is making it harder for them to leave. Allegedly, immigration staff started clipping corners of passports when a traveler returned. This was supposed to prevent them from leaving again. So can these tactics stop the rich and wealthy of China, those citizens who have unlimited resources? It would certainly be tough. China built up its influence around the world using its own money power. The rich citizens are very much a part of China's national wealth, and they are now eager to leave the country. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.